Hello, welcome back to Ekascloud online courses. Today I'm here to present AWS EC2 Image Builder. The agenda for this topic will be to discuss what AMI, also known as Amazon Machine Images, what they are, describe some of the characteristics and the types of AMI that we have, and also I'll be talking about the AMI launch permission types. Amazon Machine Image, also known as AMI, is defined as the initial software that you package onto an instance such that whenever you need to launch that instance, you automatically get all your required software. It is a way for hardening your instance, because you would have built the required architecture, the required operating system that you want, and such that at launch you continue to have this particular instance. So just think about this as you have a template of an instance that you might want to distribute to some particular roles within your organization. In setting up your AMI, you want to define all aspects of the software states, so we're talking about the operating system and also all the configuration that you require for the operating system. You also, the AMI are based on x86 OS, and this can either be Linux or Windows. There are three main sources of AMI. There are the ones that are published by AWS, which I believe are the most popular. So these are the ones that when you go onto the console, you'll see the different types of, instance that you can launch and then make use of. And also there is on AWS Marketplace, as we've got different partners who build their AMIs and put on the marketplace, so you can purchase that and launch that for us as your instance. Then the last one is the one generated from an existing instance. So you can just generate this from your previous instance and get them uploaded as your virtual server. The main characteristics of AMI are defined as below. So you're thinking for your AMI, you can deploy them across multiple regions and availability zones. So, but the only caveat here is that when you launch an instance, you have to select you have to ensure that your AMI is in the same region that you want that instance to be. The operating system, the architecture characteristics of the architecture is usually the 32-bit or the 62-bit OS. There are two types of storage for the root device, so there are two types of storage depending on the type of AMI. We'll be talking about that in subsequent slides. So your storage can either be based on elastic block storage, so that would be the EBSBacked AMI, or it can be the instance store backed AMI. So these are the storage that automatically comes with all of your instance. And you think about a block storage as something that maps the kind of volume that you want to be attached to your instance when you launch it. So do you want the elastic block storage to be on your AMI, or do you just want to stick to the the instance that the volume that comes with the instance for your root device? So for the two type of volume storage that we discussed in previous slides, just want to quickly talk about the differences between the two. So if you do decide to go with the EBSBacked AMI, the boot time for that is usually very fast, so it's about 1 minute. The root device has got a size limit of about 16 TIB, and the root device size volume is the EBS volume type. You can usually change the you can usually change the instance type, the kernel, the RAM disk, and you can update or upgrade the user data for your instance if you do decide to go with the EBS-backed AMI. The charges for this, charges that you incur will be the usage of an instance, the EBS volume usage, and also the charges for storing your AMI as a, as an EBS snapshot, because that's one of the requirements in, setting up an EBS-backed AMI. So it would be stored as a snapshot. For the instance stored-backed AMI, the boot time could be higher. It could usually less than 5 minutes, and you've got a terabyte of about 10 for that, which is the maximum the size limit. The instance store is the root device size volume is the instance store volume. And for the modifications, they're usually fixed, and so you cannot change the instance attribute for the instance store-backed AMI. So it comes with it throughout the life of the instance. And the charges for this would include the instance usage and also, the charge that comes with using AMI, with storing it in Amazon S3. And the last slide will be on the launch permission. So this is the permission that is granted to the particular AWS account in order to use an AMI. So that will be the kind of permission you have at the point where you want to launch an AMI. And so we have the public launch permission, which is where an owner will grant, a launch permission to all AWS accounts. So it will be made public and people can have that, if they want. And the next one is the explicit launch permission, which is where the owner grants a launch permission to specific AWS account. So it would specify the username and, the people that the owner will want to make use of a particular AMI. And the implicit launch permission is where the owner has the launch permission because you are the owner. So it is implied that you will have a permission to launch a particular AMI. And that's it for this presentation. I hope you find it useful, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you.